I guess the question is less of when's he going to start the game and more of how long are they going to let the opening cutscenes play out. Welcome everybody. If you check your nearest timepieces, your watches and clocks, your pocket watches, whatever else you might have on you, it's now the optimal time. Playing outside of usual time zone. I'm sorry, I took a nap. Sue me. Hope you don't sue me though. And we're playing... Ooh, wait, I know the minuet of the Forest Lands. Hang on, we just got there. I learned that before I left. Right. A, apple. There we go. Back over to the forest. When we were last here, we had finished Forest Temple first, like every good player does. Mountain Temple first. And now we're heading to Forest Temple. Some would say overdue. I say it can wait a little bit longer. I've never really been too much of a fan for this one. What's up? Of course. Yeah, your Batman voice. Back into it. Oh, fart noises. Very nice of them. Spin to win, baby. That works every time. Now let's see, we have to fly me to the moon, climbing up a vine to the top. Oh, so that golden sculptula. Hang on. Because there's been something in this game, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to require the wallet upgrade. So to not have it, it's going to freak me out. Well, I mean, this is wood. Can I not? I cannot. I've always been scared of falling down there. I just don't want anything to happen. I really don't. A small key, if only I saved the ones from the last dungeon. I mean, because there doesn't seem to be any, like, noticeable difference. If you were to use a key from the last dungeon to this dungeon, would it work? I feel like yes. With the exception of boss keys, I don't see any difference. Ah, oh, cool cutscene. I love this one. Oh yeah, the Poe sisters. What an interesting gimmick for this dungeon in particular. Mary, I think, is the one, the purple one. She's always my favorite. But I will say though, Curly or whatever, the green one, that one was always the scariest, just because you have to do push the block puzzle within a certain time frame. Okay, don't just smash the skull with the hammer, it doesn't work. It still has a lot of life left in it. But, oh, we should switch back to Green Lake since we're in the Forest Temple. It makes sense. Where the forest glows in the Forest Temple. Anyway. Yeah, because it was always nerve-wracking trying to get those blocks switched over in time. There are arrows painted on the floor. Yeah, kind of noticed that, Navi. I never really needed your help noticing something that obvious, but... I mean, I also miss what's in the air half the time, so it's not like I can say anything. Push it real good. I feel like we're gonna have to overshoot it. Yep. Oh, the color on that block is gorgeous, though. That nice emerald green. What the hell was that? Oh, that was weird. Oh. Okay, I guess just watch for flipping into the floor. You know, everyone has to watch for that every now and again. You never know what might have happened to you. What kind of upper body strength must Link have to be able to just push these giant boulders? Either that or the terrific traction on his boots. Probably a mixture of both. I would wager a mixture of both, to be fair. There we go, the 2 centimeters I needed to climb up. And again. Now what? Up. Okay. I guess if you want to go that way, but we kind of need to go this way, over here, towards progress. Strange concept, I know. Oh. Every time I play this game, it's just long enough to forget everything I know about it, while also remembering everything I know about it. Okay, we got as far as we can with that. And then over here, I'm gonna have to do this an extra time unnecessarily because I did not think through. Every time I see this ladder, I always think that I should come back to it after I finish moving the green block. No, you're supposed to go up before. That way you can push the red block back where it needs to go. There you go. Then you climb up on top of the green block, come the other way around. If you shoot that eye, it just gives you more arrows, which is kind of nice because it gives you 10 in exchange for 1, but still weird. Alright, let's see. We should be... Yep, there it is. And here we are, the first puzzle of this dungeon solved. A lot more to go. It's not like any of it's particularly hard, it's just tedious. It doesn't feel like... I don't know, like, ooh, I'm moving blocks to get to the cool part stuff. There's no desire or want to do this work. It's just here because I gotta do it. Which, I mean, fine, you know. You can't always get what you want. You can't always be excited adventure. You have to have the dull moments to keep even around. Oh, I'm sorry. I need this. I can't come into this. Did I come to this area early? Alright, whatever. We don't have a key. We are missing a key. That's not supposed to happen. Whatever. Oh yeah, check this out. Oh, it doesn't work on the big ones. Hey, oh, it'll work on the small ones though. Let's try it. That's why we took the Megaton Hammer, so I can show you guys the cool impact trick. It does nothing to aid gameplay, but it's just fun to do. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the smokes. That's not smokes, that's magic. What am I talking about? We're gonna have to pop that and go outside, aren't we? Because this one needs another key, don't it? It don't. It don't. Okay. There we go. Oh, we have to fight Stalfos in this one. Come on, Boogie. Follow my hammer. See if they can do it. They can't protect against the sword. When it comes to hammer time, they don't know how to defend. That's my armies with opposing weapons usually do better. Or with like differing weapons will usually do better against their attackers. Or not their attackers. Defenders, whatever. Because one side is not used to the combat style of the other. Depending on who initiated the attack and how much they know about their weaknesses and defenses, the better the opposing side will do. Basically, if everyone else is using bows and arrows, pull out the AR-15, is what I'm getting at. They won't know what hit them. I hear it. I know I heard that. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, golden sculpture just here, free for the taking. Damn, that's crazy. Who would have guessed? Oh, there goes my arm. Not unlike any real sense, just my arm felt weird. And yet I reacted to it as if it was being lopped off. Excuse me, being a leper is a bit hard here. Oh, there goes my arm. Would someone be so kind as to give me a hand? No, not that one. That one doesn't work too well. Up. And jump. And keep on pumping. That's right, Link. You'll get to the top in no time. Keep those calisthenics rocking. How many ladders am I going to have to... Nearly there. That's the ticket. Whoop, whoop. Good thing the blue flint doesn't do anything. Ooh, this corridor is all twisted. Yeah, it looks like a Twizzler. Journey to the center of a Twizzler. Yes, Sniffy. I will watch for the shadows of monsters that take this ceiling. Watch, here comes one right now. But if you keep running, you can face your hand. Oh wow, that would have been a wonderful payout if I had the bigger wallet already. I'm upset by that one, actually. Another work needs a key. I don't have a key for that. Jesus Christ, am I just going room to room looking for keys? Yeah, I know where it is. It's in the bottom of the well, outside in the courtyard. Why didn't I think of doing that? Because I didn't think of doing that. Sometimes I'm allowed these mistakes. I don't know where it is. Excuse me, is that flame just 2D? Put over a 3D render for the bubble? That's funny. I never actually noticed that the flames itself is just a 2D flat image. I guess just because of the way that it always faces you, you never really think about it. You think you trigger the light kind of thing where you just think it's going along the whole time. I see. Okay. Wow. You would almost think this is my first time playing this dumb game. There you go, have a cutscene. Ladle. Feeling sleepy, I could use some sups. Damn, that's a big piranha plant. Okay, don't hit a piranha plant with the hammer. I'm going weed whacking. Let's see. As I'm thinking about something hydrating, I just wanted to mention that the water in this game looks really crisp and clear. And like, doesn't that look refreshing? Doesn't it look like green refreshing? Okay, watch right here. Watch this, and I'm gonna go out of my way to clip this at a later time because I want to show the world this. Okay. You hit the wall. Not like that. Damn it. Hit the wall, and then just keep whacking. I've never had one roll into the water before, but you can just keep this thing going for as long as you're willing to swing and keep the rhythm going. But that other Skulltula, wow, it made it all the way across. I've never had to do that before. That was actually really cool. So yeah, you can just juggle Skulltulas. And if I was to get the one that's halfway up there... See, I never knew that if you just stayed still it would leave you alone. I always thought that you had to just run fast. gotta go on top of the chest. It's alright. Oh, hang on. Went beyond it. Ah, dungeon map. That's right. We don't need that. Force a habit where I have to open every drawer to make sure that there's nothing that I want out of it. Alright, well is drained. The well is stored in the courtyard. There we go. Pop him. What I want to see is, will this make it? It will, yeah, so why don't I just do that? Rather than making a whole thing out of it. There we go. Because you can hear Navi as she goes up to this area that it's supposed to be a scarecrow something, but just do that. I guess some people wouldn't think of doing it at that point. Oh, hang on. Always backflip into the well. Hang on, we can get this. No? Okay, fine. I'll just climb on top then. Whoa, whoa. Alright, there go any plans of backflipping, whatever. That was friggin' weird. This one sewer area, so you can drain, you drain it and then go on up. But I never understood, first off, in Master Quest this chest is invisible, but I never understood, like, where does the water go? Does it just go back to, like, to the water area by Zora's domain, like the teleporter? Or does it go back to Lake Hylia? Like, I always thought there was like that grate made it interconnected with the other temple somehow, but I was never sure how. And like beyond the rooms in the temple being stuff to, or not the rooms in the temple, the temples itself being a place to awaken the sages and all that good stuff, but also that there's some like hidden, like they're all connected as one. Almost like the Divine Beasts, but less of like the Divine Beasts are the same in that they are all individual parts of one. I don't even know what I'm saying. What the hell? Did I go to the wrong one? Oh, I think I went on the opposite side. Hold up. I did. That's on me. Let's go that way. There we go. Duh. Stupid man. Make sure you pop him point blank. You don't want to leave any witnesses. It's a giant spider. Can't have him going around walking with that knowledge. Let's see, wrap around here. On up. Swing and a miss. Come on, just a bit higher. We're getting higher and higher. Yeah. We're under the bubble, going through the top. We're getting higher and higher. Finally, I have the key. Alright, yeah, so there's Googly Magoo. We don't have the, yeah, I know, Navi, that torch is the same as the other ones. We are about to get the bow and arrow. Oh, you piece of garbage. Oh, you think you know hammer style better than I do? Look at that. Get tapped, buddy. You're made of brittle bones because you never ate your calcium. Meanwhile, I am made of skin and therefore am fragile, like right now where I'm about to die. His calcium has outmatched mine. Joke's on him. Emergency calcium! Oh, my bones are indestructible! Case in point, pop them. Oh, another one, huh? Oh, two of them! I might have to actually switch to Master Sword here in a second. Let's see. I'm gonna Hammer Bros it up. Let's see if my Hammer Bros skills are worth it. Come on. Come on, try and hit me. That's it. There we go. Oh, no, he just shattered to a million pieces. Oh, god, we hit the frame limit. Damn! Damn it! Oh! I actually died. I actually unironically died. Ain't that some shit? I died to Stalfos in the Forest Temple? Ew. That's probably the lamest way I could have gone. Whatever. I would like to save, actually, and I would like to continue playing. They don't ask you that anymore. Games don't ask you, would you like to continue playing? They just assume that you're going to keep going. That's fine. If we go straight across the hallway into the room on the far end, there's, there should be a fairy in one of the pots that we can use. And I'll just have to be careful. I probably won't do Megaton Hammer again. That's a I really thought that I could just Hammer Bros him. Let's see. Yeah, see, there we go. That's so nice. Oh, it's weird to think that the room that I was in is just above the room that I'm at. That's trippy. I wonder if anyone's been able to successfully remake like 3D models of each of the temples based off of their map design. And like given general estimations based off of shape and in comparison to its height, like imagine like arts and crafts meets game theory. I'm walking around in my banana shoes. Walking around in these big old boots. Going clomp, clomp, clomp. What kind of skins is his shoes made out of? Because it's obvious that they're made out of hide. But also, given how he steps on the floor, I really hope it's not just his foot and bone. I really hope that there's some sort of like hard leather at the bottom for padding. Because we know that the hover boots taste, or not taste, fabric. We know that the hover boots feel like plush and soft according to the description. And we know that the iron boots have to be metal because it says in the description that they make you weigh 1,000 pounds. I will be right back from the stream, fellas. I'm sorry, I've got to go take care of something. otherwise we're gonna have a real problem. Get back into it. What even was that post sister's name? Larry? Curly? Shemp? Alright, we have a secret that we can pull off to make this easier for us. Let's check it out. Man. Come on! Ah, damn it. If you hit him with the hook shot, same things with the Decker Nuts. Which I might employ the Decker Nuts in just a minute. But if you don't have any Decker Nuts, hook shot will do the same thing. We're gonna employ Decker Nuts. I'm immediately way too freaking scared to lose this again. Come on, come on. Make sure you jump attack, that way you get the double damage. And this is one room that consistently lags because of the object lag. Because it treats every one of this Zalphos' parts as an individual object. Alright, we made it through. Got a little dicey. Didn't even hammer that time. I was so on the fence. That's an extra heart. Ah, here we go. Could have sworn there's another fairy in this room somewhere. Oh well. I'll take what I can get. And there should be a compass if I'm thinking right. Oh, but that's right, fairy bill. What am I thinking? Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold down C, you can aim with the reticle. And now bow remains on right C until otherwise necessary. Go to hell. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side. Hold up. Because you get two sisters in this area. You get the one from the area you just came from, and then the next on the other side. Let's see. She should be... if I'm thinking right. Is she? She is. You can't get too close or look at her. She'll disappear. Okay, she's in the top one. See, you get too close, she disappears. Top is down, or mid is down, and right, there you go. Destroy all of her portraits, and she comes out flying. Now you can fight her like a regular foe. And just like a regular foe, you cannot L-target them. That's their little secret. Has to make some tricky little blighters. The moment that you think you got him figured out. If you have to individually strike, it's hard to get a jump attack on a Poe. There we go. Hard to get a jump attack on a Poe when they're in their weird form. Nice and easy. I think this one actually gives us more arrows, if I'm not mistaken. Just like as a little snack, a little treat, a little something for the leader. Oh, small key. Never mind. I was mistaken. Man spends over 100 hours playing Ocarina of Time, still can't remember a damn thing about it. How many hours have I sunk into this game? It's gotta be well over 100. I would think, anyway, but... Blue's down. And then when you have it on the last portrait, it has nowhere to go, but... Actually, I'm going to shoot it from over here just to make the travel time less. Wow, I missed. Didn't think that was going to happen. This one always scared me because it had the beadiest face. It had a very pointy face. need more arrows, I need more health. Chase me a ways. Hit. Go. I'll take more arrows, why not? I need you to float over here, woman. Just something to bring you into the open area. Back again, back again. Almost thought you had me there. Love that. Oh, and you give me arrows. How nice. Did I move the Mockery Ghost Corpse? That'd be cool, I think. That's gotta be the compass at this point. I mean, what else can it be? Kind of run out of options. There we go. Shadows of monsters, right, of course, Navi, I'll never forget. How could I ever? I don't want to see the... You fall directly down. Okay. It's alright, the shadows from above won't fall on top of you while you're climbing the ladder. The game's almost broken down there, but I mean, hey, I'll take it. Do I have to do this? No. Do I like to do it? Yeah. Still got him. Oh, I don't have the key. Stupid. Stupid me. Foolish man. Sorry. So then where else do I go? That's a... Oh. Hole in the floor. Wallmaster. Nice. That'd be really nice if I had the big... Well, but how many times can I beat that dead horse? I don't know. How much time do I have? It's not going to let me do the giggly goo in this room because I don't have the key. So all I can do is do the giggly goo to the other room on the far end of the... Man, this temple has a lot more backtracking than I remember. It really does. Like, I'm not struggling, but man, I feel like it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be this freaking hard. But now that I have the bow and arrow, if I go all the way back to the passageway that gets twisty on the other end of the temple, shoot the eye, straighten the path out, and see where that goes. Yeah, this one over here. Gotta untwist this dick and then we're fine, good to go. Wow. Got 2 for 1. That's impressive. Okay, how did I... it hit both the bubble and the lock. Love that for me. That's awesome. It's amazing how this game... Ooh, wow. And boss key early. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. And I don't know if I was supposed to get it this early or what, but I'll take it. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm really missing something here and I don't know what it is. Can't I not use Deco Sticks as an adult? I can't use Deco Sticks as an adult. Why did you give me a Deco Stick? Huh, that's strange. Yeah, that's worried that was actually going to be a whole thing. And you're the small key that I need to progress all the other way. Right. The entirety of this dungeon all takes place in the northeast quadrant. Everywhere else is all dusty and dilapidated, but this section of the dungeon, just all in this corner, is like a very well-beaten, well-worn path. How many times have I had to pass this stupid bubble going back and forth just to progress this damn temple? I mean, it's fine. It's just indicative of poor architecture. If you're gonna put all your cool shit on the far end of someone's head, it's like you go over to your friend's house. Hey man, mind if I come in? We hang out and do stuff? Sure thing, man. Just take off your shoes and you do a little walk-in, and everything's empty in the foyer and in like the front living room. You're like, oh hey, where's all your stuff, man? I thought you said you lived here. Like, oh I do. Like, well, how come it's so empty? Oh well, we don't put anything in the front of the house. No, that's where, like, what if someone burglarizes us? No. We put all of our stuff down the basement. Like, what? So you had to follow them all the way through the kitchen, back to the door in the garage, with the side door that leads down to the basement. And then you get down to the basement, and the entire way you're going, it's empty. It's a ghost's nest. Like, there's nothing going on. And then you get down to the basement, and suddenly there's all their furniture. Couches and TVs and everything. Is like actually a comfy, cozy home. You're just like, why do you have all your stuff down in the basement? Why not have it like upstairs? It just seems like lost space. Oh, that's their only response. Just oh, just a weird, quirky thing that the Jones family does for some reason. How? That's what I wanted. I wanted the boost all the way down. And then across the stadium where we fought the Stalfos and way the frick back over here. Up the winding staircase as I make my path to the tallest tower. And... oh no, next room. The ladder. Man, how many ladders am I gonna have to ladder percent anybody? And then we can just walk right past these goons. Nobody cares. And now we can progress to the next room. Which is just an ice tumble gimmick done a bit too early. Quick and easy, a little bit squeezy. You know, I never understood with these rooms. Is it by nature designed for the hallway to be twisty? No, it's not. It would have to be straight. But it's just such a weird thing for them to do. And we're in the chessboard room, finally. Watch for that. Smash. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a room that leads out here? Oh, I never knew there's a room that leads out here. Okay, that's different. I never actually looked to the side to see that that was there. Cherie, watch out! The ceiling is falling down! The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, I'm dead. Ooh, barely made that. Barely freaking made that, man. Well, there's no way there's no reason why I should have survived that. That was impressive. Whew, man, I could feel every bone in my body clenching up on that one. And this is the room that freaked me out as a kid. because depending on the orientation of the blocks, you actually can't get this done. I've found anyway. Okay, seems like the best plan is to put everything in the upper right-hand corner. If we push this... Yeah, I think that should be fine. Don't roll, dingus. Just push it down to match it. Okay, nice, nice. Nope, nope, we already lost, baby. I genuinely don't think I can do it. And I've never let the timer run out before, so I don't know what happens if we run out of time. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Let's see if we can do it. Push it, you're doing it. No, don't pull it. No, we've lost it. That's it. Oh. Is that it? It just resets? I've never actually let that happen before. First off, it's not happening with this configuration, I'm telling you that right now, but I never knew that it just resets. Kami, what are you doing awake right now? Go back to sleep. Slept only an hour and is now wired. Why are you so awake for only having slept an hour, bro? I mean, I'm happy for you, but shouldn't you be exhausted, dude? I'm busy having an emotional crisis trying to beat the damn block puzzle in Forest Temple. Oh, I hope you don't have work or anything early in the morning, so like you're fine for having only slept an hour. Do you think I want to be asleep? No, of course you want to be awake so you can do things. I know that. Oh, you're actually tired? You're like, actually, please let me be? I mean, I would think that being awake is to be tortured, but... Because I don't... What's got you up? Did an alarm set off or anything? Just... I want to hear... I'm having a crisis right now. I've got 20 seconds, and I'm really freaking scared that I'm gonna lose time on this. I'm fine. I have no job in the meat, so I'm not so fucking loser. You're not a loser, Kami, not in my eyes. I think you're pretty damn cool. Yeah, fuck that ghost. Just slept an hour and woke up. Okay, right on. Nothing wrong with an hour nap. Comes in handy. Oh, fuck, shit. There we go. I don't know if I'm doing more damage with the bow and arrow. I should probably stick with the sword. Well, I hope it was restful sleep, I guess. I mean, how restful can an hour's worth of sleep be, but... If nothing else, you found the proper Saturday night cartoons here in the optimal stream. What do you... Follow me! Come over here. Oh, wow, he just turned up just to get shut up. Love that. Yay. There's the green one with the anxiety attacks. And now all that's left is purple, who'll be crying in the main hall, dining area, whatever. Always love that this sculpt's lows. Sleep schedule's so fucked that I either get too much or too little sleep. But never mentally restful, my eyes usually hurt about it with me. So fucked. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Is there anything that, like, would help make your sleep more restful? Melatonin or anything like that? Hang on, this bitch won't stop crying. Excuse me, it's okay. Oh, you want to play a game where you try and kill me? Love that. Just stand here in the middle. Oh, no, that's the one. Just shoot the one that's the imposter. If you stand in the middle, you'll always see it, because you'll always have the space for it. It's a very easy game when you figure out how to do it. ADHD, baby. I feel it. With all the sights and sounds and imaginations that are going on and trying to keep the stream alive. I feel that nicotine caffeine rush, also known as ADHD. Melatonin don't work for me. I should probably ask for sleep meds. You probably should. Something that'll help. I mean, at least it'll put your body to rest in a way that regular sleep can't. Because you gotta have sleep. I'm not saying you have to get 8 hours. While that is nice, I mean, I only live off of 5 or 6 hours a night myself. Just stay busy. But you gotta get some manner of like regimented sleep. Something that you can build a schedule and a life around without feeling bad. So, something therapeutic and medicinal, I don't know. There's one. And I think I chose the right way, because if you do the wrong way, you have to go like around the whole bend twice to get this thing to work. Hey, don't do that. Just push the damn thing. I think I just need to get sucked so hard that I get schlepped, and then my entire body goes through a factory reset. Kami, I love you. I love you so much. I hope you know this. That was probably the most beautiful way I've ever heard for a sleep aid. Just someone give me that That's not how it sounds. That's not even close to how it sounds. Just give me that and let me knock the fuck out. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh shit. There's a golden skull. I want that. I want that. I want that stupid ass rupee upgrade that I'm not gonna need. That's the one like quality of life thing I'm gonna get for myself. Everything else is like, no, we have to stay on target, we have to stay on task, I've got to beat this damn game. But no, I want the upgrade of rupee. Not the full upgrade, but the partial upgrade. And there we go. Now on to fight one of the coolest bosses in this game, Ganon's Puppet. When I get it is more gagging noises from the bottom, bless that brave trooper. Wow. Gagging noises, huh? Well, you know he's putting that work in. That's impressive. That's... Bravo. Truly and sincerely. They can't throw me like me atop. Aww. They can try, though. Sometimes what it's the admiration of the attempt rather than the end result, I guess. Shrink. Well, welcome to the BDSM boss battle. Because Ganondorf is here and his all leather, he takes off his face and it's a gimp mask. Ganondorf's a gimp, bro. There's his mask. Only average suicide, what the fuck? Let's keep they gagged though. I can imagine just how, like, aww. It's kind of hard to put into words, but I know what you're feeling, dude. There. Back in the hell we go. Yay. Let's see. There. It's an easy enough concept to see which painting is coming out and shoot. But one of my friends' benefits is huge, and I can just take it all easy. It's all about the throat management. That's why you're the throat goat, right, Kami? Because you gotta be really goated out to get all that. It's about fucking space management too, son of a bitch. I need to get... Oh shit, this boss battle might not go that well. I'm gonna have to go no Z target. Don't make me have to go no Z target. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go Z target. This is not going well for me. There we go. about to lose this game of Dead Man's Volley. I'm gonna be pissed if I lose this game. What a trope of a boss battle, I love it. Oh, I can keep attacking. Damn it, I thought that was the end for him. There we go. Damn it, son of a bitch. Nope, that's the end for me. She was a Hollywood's throat goat. Yeah, let's go. You gotta train your gag reflex to be strong. No one who's better, me or Nancy Reagan. She was the Hollywood throat goat. Sucking everyone off, running, making love that. I can't imagine Nancy Reagan being a throat goat, because all I think of is just her in her war on drugs. The last I can't think of any president, or president's wife, excuse me, or any, like, woman in power. Well, no, I can think of a few women in power, but like that, you know what I mean. It's like trying to say Nana Washington was sucking off guys to motivate them to win the Revolutionary War. It's just like, yes, I guess that is a possibility. Not the way I would have seen it, but I'm not here to judge. I don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, you know, fair. That's very fair. I mean, Marilyn Monroe fucked JFK so well that the CIA killed him, so I guess anything can happen in history. But she's famous in Hollywood, and that's how Reagan met her and fell in love with her. Oh, so this is before the presidency times. Okay. I'm only thinking of Nancy Reagan in the after years. Wonder if he liked watching her do her work, like on others. Oh, like he liked observing? I feel like Ronald Reagan would be a freak enough to enjoy that. I feel like I think Ronnie was a cuck. I don't think he was a cuck per se, but I do think that, yeah, he liked to watch and then he would join in. I feel like that's definitely his vibe. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but something tells me that old Ronnie was a player. God freaking damn it. Would not be surprised if she sucked someone else off while Ronnie was a president. Neither would I. Honestly, like, I would be... Oh, he's coming up with I would honestly be shocked if she didn't do that. Hang on, let me finish this boss fight, then I'm gonna look at the chat. Yeah, sounds like him, like he'd drink it and finish on her face at least. Yeah, no, totally. Like, the man had dementia, that doesn't mean he doesn't want to smash. Got it. Maybe that's what he called his jelly beans, was the Viagra that he would take so he could keep going. Give me some fucking space. Let's do it, bitch. Alright. Left to right, a little straight. No strafe. Stay straight. I gotta go in that space, there we go. She got me. It's alright, a little back and forth. You ever play tennis? You ever play pickleball? Come on, Ganondorf. Tee up. Scores 13 love. And I love to win. 13. It goes in multiples of 5. I have to workshop that joke. Alright, this one might be the one. We're getting enough distance from this dead man. There we go. Is this the one? Oh, I think I got him. Yes! Yeah, I glitched him onto the damn spikes. I win. When I become president, I'm gonna have a concubine harem. I'm gonna be a femboy that's into public communication, embarrassing on a national level, and pups like that like to be little leashes. I'm gonna bring King to the White House. Okay, so you're doing like at least bring Kink back. Kink hasn't been in the White House since Nixon was in office, so it'll be good to restore it. Congrats, you're gonna be a Shah. Or a, that's very. I just imagine, like how sultans, like when they would introduce themselves to a neighboring emperor or whatever, would bring all this fine jewelry and and animals, but like instead of a sultan who would bring in just like elephants with the whole restraints and everything like that, you're just bringing in your gimps. Like, I'm the Shah of America. These are my gimps. You like them? Anyway, I want to establish trade routes with your nation. Oh my god. I bring an offering of 3 gimps. That's my gift to you. A sign of respect to your people. This is Saria, the lolly of the forest temple. Anyway. She used to be our friend. She always believed that we would come because she knew us. These are my finest bitches. You may use one if you desire. Exactly like that. I will stay here as the forest stage and help you out. Now please, take this medallion. I told you that I would bring you jewels untold. This is Jewel. This is Sapphire. Ruby over on the far end. It gives excellent sloppy. Whatever you prefer. Go right ahead. Saria will always be your friend. Aw, thanks, Saria. I appreciate you. And now this cutscene. Let's see. I'll be one of those people that get heavily offended if my offer is turned down, and will start someone denies my offering. Are my horrors not good enough for you? Are my horrors not good enough for you? Well then, we shall have war. I've seen you. Yeah, we know. New Deputy. Like, excuse me, Mr. President, I don't think you understand. We have battalions at the ready. Like, all I need to do is make one phone call, and my nation will go to DEFCON 1 over the fact that you denied my horror. So I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you once. Are you sure you don't want anal from Emerald? It's fantastic. I would call Link is actually half Hylian and half Kokiri. Is he really? Oh, I wouldn't even give a warning. You wouldn't give a warning? You just, if at the first no, you're like, alright, fuck it, I'm going to war. Pull the bitches out. I'll need them later in my mobile fortress. We'll have lots to go over in my war room. In the meantime, rest y'all. Get to work, chop chop, turn this place to dust. Bring the power of the sun, the same thing we did to the Japanese a few years ago. Just do that, but here. Bring the power of the sun. Oh, okay. I think the best way to go about this... Hang on. You can use the Mega wait till the hammer to break those little rocks. Mido's in here somewhere, isn't he? Oh no, he's still in the forest. Alright, well, whatever. But, ooh, we'll do it after this. Well, no, we have the greens for it. It's fine. I feel like the dude from No More Heroes that piloted a mech with all his cheerleaders. I never played that game, and with a description like that, I feel bad that I never have, man. Because that sounds fucking funny, dude. Wasn't it Travis something is like the main character for the No More Heroes game, or am I wrong with that? I know it's not Travis Scott, the dude who had that one weird collab with McDonald's, where I'm still upset that there was no Travis Scott toy included with the meal. That's something very obscure that I'm gonna be upset about. Was the fact that Travis Scott had a crossover with McDonald's for like a Travis Scott burger, and the little like action figure of Travis Scott that they used to advertise it was not included with the meal upset me. Travis Touchdown is the main loser, yeah, okay. Main loser? Oh, is it like a you lose so much, you suck, go have a game about it? I crossover and I was upset there's no toy either. Good to know I'm not the only one that was pissed that there was no toy. Hang on, we gotta go cuck Gorman out of a horse. No, Travis is like a complete fucking badass, but also in the last few minutes. Hey, me too. Sometimes I just get tired. I mean, it's been a long day, another week. And is a weeb. Oh, he's a weeb. So is he like a self-insert weeb of like, oh, I'm so cool, or did they like actually make him cool? I would hope that they like actually make him cool. Alright, we got my 10 rupees back. Alright. And a Verge until the first game. Oh, good for him. Not too many game series will actually let people have their sexual experiences. Get out of my way, Gorman. Gorman, you're lagging up the frames, buddy. Always be nice to your horse and hug the rails. It's alright. You're a strong opponent. My butthole's clenching up, but you got this. There we go. The game takes the piss out of him. I'm getting very, like, almost Leisure Suit Larry in Kyoto kind of vibes. I don't know how I'm supposed to explain how I feel that way, but yeah. Alright, we just beat Gorman. We have to beat him again to cuck him out of a horse. Man, I'm really scared we might not be able to do this. I feel confident in Epona because I know it's Epona. And she can do anything because she's the best horse in the whole world. And this is how I beat Gorman, and fuck you, Gorman, give me your goddamn horse. This race reminds me of the date I had the other day. Was your date hung like a horse then? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I betted on the race and lost. Shoot! Ha ha ha. As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. Okay, here's something cool that I never understood. Okay, so in the cutscene, and it makes sense. In the cutscene, you jump over this far wall over here to escape the ranch, okay? I never did that because I never saw that as a jumpable wall. What I did was this. I just jumped over this and trampled Gorman. Oh, hang on. I didn't line that up right because I went at an angle. But you can just just step on Gorman's stupid ass face. He was, and I slapped his ass a lot. Did you? Oh, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy that you had to have a relation with somebody. People are like, ooh, sex, you can't talk about it. Like, who cares? People are gonna have their fun. No, I swear to God, I can do this. Maybe I have a gold cartridge of The Legend of Zelda, and that was like the 1.1 or something, not the 1.2 re-release that took out all the blood. So maybe that was patched out when they had to do another cartridge release. I'm gonna go for it one more time, because I know for a fact I did this as a kid. I'm not gaslighting. On God, I promise. There you go, see? And you just trample Gorman's stupid ass fucking head. But in the cutscene, you jump off the top. But the cutscene varies. The cutscene varies depending on where you jump out. If you jump up there, or the other one. But yeah, we got a horse. Hooray! This horse is mine to keep now, because I stole it. Well, no, I paid 50 rupees for this horse, so technically, yeah, I got it for free for what I paid for, but... Alrighty, Pona. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Red Dead Redemption our ass over here. Right here. And I'm coming here because... Let's see, where is it? Should be around here somewhere. There you are. If you activate a Song of Storms here, you get a bunch of fairies. I don't think I can bottle any of them, but I'm gonna try. Nope, you can't. But that fairy does restore your magic and your health 100%. So, at least you have that. Let's just jump over here. There we go. We'll go to the Longwind Zora's Domain. It's not like we have anywhere else to go. Nope, don't do that. There we go. Thank you. I don't take much from this life, but I will take what I can get. There we go. Hop, skip it across. Just sniping these Octoroks as I go along. You guys mean little to nothing to me, so get out of my way. Man, this area does not seem that big as an adult, but as a kid, it's like, wow, oh, that's such a grand adventure. Ooh, I guess that's what happens when you go back to elementary school after you're in your 20s and you're just like, shit, I used to sit in these tiny ass chairs. You know what I did the other day was that I looked through all of my old schools because since I just moved back to Vegas, I wanted to see like, oh yeah, all the old like elementary school, middle school, high school that I went to out here. Like, are any of my teachers still there? If so, like I can go visit them. I can be that guy. And I looked it up. None of the teachers that I had gone to school with in middle school or in elementary or middle school are still there. There's one, and I count one teacher in high school that's still there from when I left 10 years ago. And it was just so weird to me, like, oh yeah, I guess they wouldn't stay in that school forever. They're actually people with lives, not just teachers. So I just wonder how that goes for them. Can't do that in America anymore because, you know. Oh, see, you can't just go visit old teachers? Oh, that sucks. Because I was totally looking up, like, I wonder who, like, first off, if any of my old teachers are passable now that I'm an adult, but also, like, if I can... Yeah. I'm actually wearing some pumped up kicks right now. Well, what I imagine the pumped up kicks are, it's just, Chucks. Converse. But, no, I was, like, gonna see if I could see any of my old, teachers, but... Oh. I guess for the better that they all retired then, because I would have probably gotten something on my record for trying to meet with an old teacher. Because I totally would. I wanted to meet with an old teacher, like, hey, let's do lunch, let's catch up. Like, how's teaching been? Yeah, I sucked in your class. To be fair, you kind of sucked as a teacher anyway. God damn it. I lost. Way super... I almost said a certain word. The what word? I feel like I'm supposed to know which word you're alluding to, and I might, but I'm just not. A friendly urban word. You have any idea how little that narrows it down? It's alright, Kami. I won't make you say it. I don't care. I don't care for me. My reaction to you trying to smash your old teachers. Fucking gross, I would imagine? I don't know what kind of reaction would... Oh! Oh, the one that starts... that one. Right. Yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of a... That would be definitely that kind of a move, wouldn't it be, I suppose? I never thought of it that way, I'm just an ass. But, I mean, yeah, you're right, though. I mean, yeah, like, teachers need love, too. Welcome to the Ice Cavern. The most bullshit mini dungeon. Trying to get out of my vocabulary, like, I grew up in North Milwaukee. Oh, that's like the state greeting. In northern Milwaukee, that's just how you guys say hello to one another. That's not... I mean, not to say like it's dependent on region, but yeah, if you're from Milwaukee, freaking Wisconsin, dude, yeah, I think you're kind of allowed to say it. Not allowed to say it, but no one cares. It's the same as saying it's fucking cold outside. Yeah, no, Milwaukee's not a state, but I mean, like, the state where that Milwaukee resides in, which is not coming to mind for some reason, Wisconsin. Like, that's... yeah. Milwaukee's like, what's a Milwaukee-ism that I could say? It's almost like 34 to 31 in terms of white to black. Oh, okay, so still slight lead on him. Alright, right on white people, way to dump on him. Always staying ahead. Love that for you guys. How did I miss? 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 What? Why am I doing so terribly? I hate ice physics. I hate ice physics. I hate ice physics. I hate ice physics. They're so bullshit. A summer shandy, I think is a beer you guys have out there. Milwaukee's an interesting place. You hear of it, and yet like I hear it's just like cold Detroit. I mean, Detroit's cold, but it's like cold Detroit. Would you say that that's accurate enough? Detroit's for the Windy City, but Milwaukee's like the same thing, but you guys actually have like snow. I mean, not that you're... because you're not still in... well, we're not getting in the location, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Blue fire that makes it more hot. I'm gonna have to drink this milk. We're not as shitty as Detroit. We're actually like a livable place. Oh, okay. So then, how would you compare Milwaukee to relate it to other people? It's considered one of the better places to retire. Really? Everyone knows blue fire is hotter because that's how video games work. Exactly. The shiny colored fire is the one that burns the hottest. Everyone knows that. It's the next upgrade. Give me the map. No, don't release it, you fucking idiot. That's on me. That's on nobody but me. There we go. At least the good thing is that I have 2 of these things, so I can... Wow. Get hurt just a touch faster. It wasn't even my inner feelings that hurt me, that was an external force. That's a nice change of pace. Yeah, see, I'll tank that because you give me a Milwaukee, home of serial rapists and beer nuts. You know, honestly, that doesn't sound too bad. Like, yes, the serial rapist parts is terrible, and I do not want to underplay that. But if beer nuts are also on the table... I like beer nuts. I'd be willing to risk it. Alright, hold up. I know what we're doing here really quick. Because I can see what the rock is cooking. I can't smell it. I got COVID last year. But I can see what he's cooking. There we go. What's the most famous serial rapist from Milwaukee, or like famous murderer or anything? Give me a famous murderer for the state of Milwaukee. A famous criminal. Excuse me, not famous murderer. Up, 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 up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's a very... Is that Midwestern or Northeastern thing to say? Whoop. Whoop, gotta get right behind you there. Jeffrey Dahmer was okay. I have not watched Jeffrey Dahmer's Netflix special. As such, I am out of tune for everyone. It is okay. I will go into my hole and hibernate. And I'll return in 10 years when I actually get in touch with society and watch some Netflix. Jeffrey Dahmer is probably the most infamous. He would be infamous, wouldn't he, given how he ate those people's faces? Because, like, there's famous, and then there's, like, we'll never forget you, and we'll never forget you. I had to reset this one. Because I did it wrong. Didn't something happen to the guy that got away from Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, it ended up being that he got arrested for something or other. I guess it doesn't matter at that point. It's trivial because you stop being the guy that escaped Jeffrey Dahmer and you're just now dude number 17. Because how often could you... Well, I don't know. I've never been in the survival of a serial killer's rampage. So... would he still, like, and forever be known as the guy that escaped Jeffrey Dahmer? Would it be, oh yeah, he escaped Jeffrey Dahmer when it's convenient, and otherwise you're just a fucking guy. What's fucked up about the Jeffrey Dahmer is that like a kid ended up escaping and being naked and went to the police. And they returned the kid to Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, that sounds alright. I mean, the police make that sort of careless mistake all the time. It was a similar careless mistake that happened with the Zodiac Killer, where the police had actually talked to the Zodiac Killer after they'd found out that someone had committed murder and was on the loose, but they let the guy go because dispatch had called over that the guy was African American, even though the actual call in for the description was that the man was white. But Milwaukee's police are part of a huge child sex trafficking thing, so you go further up north in Milwaukee, there's a huge child trafficking ring. What? And the FBI is part of numerous trafficking rings. So there's just like a multiverse of child trafficking rings up there, and no one's talking about it or doing anything about that. Or I imagine like people are talking and doing things about it in Milwaukee. Because I guess that wouldn't necessarily be national news until it starts affecting kids outside the state. Man, I'm tired. What are people gonna do about the FBI? Yeah, that's fair, yeah. The police cover shit up, the media covers for them. Yes. No, these are in fact facts that you are spitting right now. All facts, no office supplies. No, it's all facts, no printer. Like a few years ago, residents of one neighborhood created a trafficking case. If I push it right, it's gonna just go straight down. So, what the fuck? What am I missing? The police were putting kids into white vans and escorting them away. What the fuck? Really? I didn't do it right, but you know what? Fuck it. It still lets me through. And then burned down the house after residents took a lot of pictures and video of the house and what the police did. Oh, of course they did, because like how else are you going to destroy any remaining evidence and try to absolve yourself of any wrongdoing? Setting fire to the building is the one white wolfos in this game, by the way. It's the 15 shots to the back of the head suicide for the average man. It's just disappeared. Yeah, they got scrubbed. I'm not surprised. I mean, this day and age, the burning of the building was blamed on the residents. Really? Oh no, that's just dirty. We meet again, shall we? I think it's one thing you want to cover up for yourself. Don't blame the people living there. That they're the ones at fault for your cover-up, that's just like, come on. Don't turn the people against you. That's just like, ha 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 ha, I got away with it. Exposition, yay, everyone knows what this game is about. But the fact, just... nowadays, it's less like, do you want to hear conspiracy theory, and more, hey, do you want to hear what I found out? Basically, a lot of media online spinned it to be like a bunch of people, like a bunch of these people claimed X was going on and burned down this house after yada yada. Also, like, the media tried to spin it to give it a motive and everything. America's really fucked up. It really is. It really is. Ow, I must have a cavity because that cold water hurts. Shiwi. I'll see you again. Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. Okay, sweetheart, you scared me. Man, the menuing takes forever in Ocarina. You know what's impressive is that leaving those boots on, Navi tells you you're gonna choke if you keep those on. You have 1 minute before you choke out. Link's breath scan is incredible. Like, imagine if you had to choke him out. Like, that would take a lot of effort. And I do mean that in the way that you would want to mean that, Kami. Heard of the Naira testimony? I cannot say that I have. And as a matter of fact, I can assuredly say no, I have never heard of that. Because I would remember a name that interesting. Lay it on me, Kami, what you got? Please tell me I still have one of these. Hell yeah. I gotta go unfreeze the king. I've gotta go all the way around because I'm a dingus. I've gotta go unfreeze King Jellyfish, and then he'll give me the Zoro's tunic. In her testimony, Naira claimed that after the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, she had witnessed Iraqi soldiers take babies out of incubators in a Kuwaiti hospital, take the incubators, and leave the babies to die. That testimony was widely publicized and was cited numerous times by United States Senators and President George H.W. Bush in their rationales to support Kuwait in the Gulf War. Yeah, to be fair, if I heard something that fucked up, yeah, they'd have my support as well, because that's... Jeez. But now, I shudder to think that, now that you've told me this, I'm about to hear how it was all false. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. Looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. In 1992, it was revealed that Naira's last name was Al-Sabah, and that she was the daughter of Saud Al-Sabah, the Kuwaiti ambassador to the United States. Furthermore, it was revealed that her testimony was organized as part of the Citizens for a Free Kuwait public relations campaign, which was run by the American public relations firm Hill and Knowlton for the Kuwaiti government. Wow. How did I know that I was gonna be right? How did I freaking know? So it's engineered. It's all engineered. The Nayara testimony was false testimony given before the United States Congressional Human Rights Caucus on October 10th, 1990 by a 15-year-old girl who was publicly identified at the time by her first name, Nayara. The Gulf War led into the War on Terror and led to years and years of problems in the Middle East. All because a girl lied because she was put up to do so by a Kuwaiti organization that was put up to do so by an American organization. Jesus Christ. But I'm not surprised. I'm not in the slightest surprised. Because nowadays, this is not hard news for me to believe. In matter of fact, it's easy for me to swallow news because I'm so nonplussed by the state of what I've found out has actually going on that anything less is just... I can't be shocked because I hear this shit all the time. And it sucks because it's like, oh my god, why is this allowed to happen? At the same time, it's like, fucking shit. I'm not surprised that this happened this time. And also, it's time for the worst temple in the game. I hate Water Temple. The Nayara testimony was false testimony given before the answer. Oh, no, I already read that. Where the hell? Oh. Right, that's right. I've got to bring the water all the way down first. See, because it's just far away enough where you can't jump across. Why did they do that? Dive, dive, dive. Air, air, air. Holy fuck, dude, I need some air. Oh, I just got an Instagram message for a second. I thought, oh great, this is the CIA. Tell me they're gonna come blow my brains out because I was talking about this. Better watch out. The CIA is about to turn me into a statistic. You know what's a sad yet interesting thought is the thought of like, hey, Mr. FBI, Mr. CIA, when you murder me to help promote your plans for whatever it is that you're trying to do, can you not mention it that like trying to claim my that I had mental health issues? Because like think about it, a lot of people, whether it's drugs or things, it's like, oh, they had mental health issues, and or I don't know if it's gonna work. They had mental health issues and they were always a loner and all this stuff, and oh, they had a history of liking these things that led to this destruction. Like, okay, you're allowed to say those things, sure, but don't try and claim it as if like as there's something to do with an underlying, like he was like guns as a result of his mental illness issues. Like, no, just say I was crazy. Don't try and manufacture it. Please do me that respect. Kill me anytime you want. By all means, you're doing us both a favor. But, you know, respect the drip. It's not easy being this emotionally crippled. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I see where we are. I see that that's the wrong room. Over here is where you go. Kami, what's your favorite conspiracy theory? Favorite slash I believe this the most. Oh, hey Princess Rudo, I see you're very fertile these days. If I get assassinated, come. I'd rather it not be blamed on mental illness for the stigma of mental illness. Right. I'm a terrible man for keeping you waiting 7 years while I've been saving up. Let's do it. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Shui, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can... Yeah, I know. The thing is that many conspiracy theories that I'm very interested in end up being, like, true. Okay, well then, pick one. Pick anyone that you would like. The only untrue conspiracy theory was the Polybius one. Polybius one? I don't think I know that one. I feel like with any good conspiracy theory, untrue as of right now. Polybius was perfectly manufactured around what was happening in arcades at the time. Well, between the drug usage and sales and flashing lights to manipulate kids' minds, so... Open the chest and let's see what we got, guys. Congrats! It's a map! Hooray. I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'd rather a map than no map. Legend describes the game as part of a government-run, crowdsourced psychology experiment based in Portland, Oregon. Gameplay supposedly produced intense psychoactive and addictive effects in the player. These few publicly staged arcade machines were said to have been visited periodically by Men in Black for the purpose of data mining the machines and analyzing these effects. Allegedly, all these Polybius arcade machines disappeared from the arcade market. Oh, so it's used to hypnotize the youth and see its effects on the human brain. Each part of it can be explained away, and it ends up being bullshit. Yeah? Okay, so let's say... Jesus Christ, I'm struggling. Let's say I wholeheartedly believe that, that conspiracy theory. Debunk it for me. And basically... arcades were causing seizures and people just didn't know what seizures were. That's the answer. That's cracking the code. That's the hacker voice I'm in. People just didn't know what a seizure was. I guess to be fair, not too many people like are aware of what seizures are. So. Its CIA agents did visit arcades because many arcades were also drug fronts. So it's not that they were brainwashing kids, it was that CIA had was dropping drugs. Unrelated, years later, people learned about MK Ultra. MK Ultra is a popular one for sure. The government drugging people. I mean, Tuskegee experiments and all that, so it's not like it's that hard to believe. Still sad though. Don't want to belittle it, be like, oh yeah, that's old news, who gives a damn. No, it's important. Let's see, drop a bomb here. What, you know a movie that I think you would like? I don't know if you've seen it, but it goes over... What I heard was conspiracy theories growing up. It's a movie called The Men Who Stare at Goats. It stars Ewan McGregor, it stars, not Russell Brand, the guy who plays the Big Lebowski. It stars Kevin Spacey, but this is way before he was diddling kids. It's a movie that's like, oh hey, look, here's all these old government conspiracies. And like what stuff was actually used for. And I haven't done the research into like how many of those were actually real. But the pre-cred says like, yeah, you'd be surprised how much the stuff is actually real. So... just go see that movie whenever or wherever you can. It's a not a comfort movie, but it's a movie that I do revisit every now and again because it's very well written. Project MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency. It had developed procedures and identified drugs that could be used in interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. Someone's flossing their brain. I think what was one interesting thing about those experiments was that, MK Ultra is actually mentioned in that movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. The beginning airs of MK Ultra using high frequency, or high, lights pulsating, as well as drug use, extreme temperatures, things like that, and then the classic... the army's using Barney the Dinosaur songs to drive prisoners insane so they'll confess to whatever. Which I remember talking about on the playground in elementary school. Which is just so weird. That kid me remembers a rumor of a war crime that my country had committed. Because I would say psychological torture against captives. Especially since they were civilians of a nation that we had not declared war upon. But because we became the world police and we had suspect on them, that suddenly it made it okay for us to torture him. Yeah, Barney being used to torture was true. Yep. Yep, it sure freaking was. It's just weird to think like what ended up actually being true. What still is true to this day. I don't say we're still doing this stuff. We haven't exactly stopped. I mean, we're probably not using Barney the Dinosaur anymore. We're using Cocomelon or something like that. The conspiracy theory that I personally subscribe to, it's off the top, it's like, I don't know the exact rules, regulations, or otherwise for this conspiracy theory, but through personal experience, I have I believe it to be true to an extent, is that excess fluoride or other additives are being added to cheap foods, or like low cost foods that can be purchased via EBTs, as a way to continue to subjugate and keep down the lower class by putting mind-altering substances to keep them more subservient in their food. They can keep the masses down while they continue to work to make money for the upper class. Was the finishing thoughts on that conspiracy theory? Lower class is already kept down because anytime they have any semblance of money, the government wants to take it away. That's also true. You will eat bugs and you will like it. I'm gonna fucking die in this room, I swear to God. Well, I could just go up at any time? That wasn't a fucking requirement? Oh, I hate myself. There you go, let's get the fuck out of here. Barely escaped my life. I just feel like there's other ways, like there's a lot of ways that they try to keep the lower class down. Take what you can and give nothing back. I give them stealing parts of dead bodies because they needed young tissue. They recruited a worldwide network of agents to find recently deceased babies and children, and then take samples and even limbs, each collected without notification or permission from more of 1,500 grieving families. Yeah, again, I believe it. We're Americans, we're monsters. We're not. It's embarrassing. It's frustrating. We're better than this, and yet we're not. I just wonder why they were taking all the tissue and everything. Like what that stands to mean, what they hope to research with that. What do I know? During Prohibition, the government essentially poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking. Yeah, they were adding all this shitty additives, and then introducing that into the underground network by having it be easily stolen and shit like that. And then when people would drink it, they would get sick to heaven and hell, and then they'd pass on. That way it would reduce the number of drinkers, thereby, quote-unquote, solving the drinking epidemic. Not sure if they stole the body parts for Project Sunshine, testing the effects of radioactivity. I'm sure they probably did. I'd be surprised if they didn't. More than 10,000 Americans died because of the government poisoning. That wasn't all eating so many bananas that you start making a Geiger meter dance like a fat white chick at a country club. That felt a little poignant, I'm sorry. up, back up, back up. All dead, perfect. Oh, I just saw a new message in the corner of my eye. Let's see what you got next. Comment. There we go. A stroke rendered President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, so his wife stepped in and ran shit for over a year just to keep it on the hush-hush. Now, would that be a conspiracy theory or more caring wife? Not to say that she should have been doing that. By all means, the people should have known, but they were probably worried that people would see President Wilson as weak. I mean, it's the same reason why, not Teddy Roosevelt, FDR kept his polio legs hidden. He knew that everyone needed strength, and he would be willing to give it to them, as long as they couldn't see what was actually going on. But I guess, like, the desire to throw everything under the bus like that, or in the closet like that, just to keep the country running, is in and of itself tough as fuck. But then also, depending on, like, you know, what other secrets were hidden, does that become questionable? Two and one, and then we're at the apex, going to the bottom, iron boots. The Dalai Lama is a CIA agent with the effort to try and hurt China's infrastructure. Okay, but that's some CIA stuff that I can get behind, because fuck China. China's just the new Chinese government. Well, let's all say in China. As if I said anything. Which I preferred. The FBI was spying on John Lennon. The FBI was spying on any person of note from a certain time period. Celebrities otherwise. I forget the name of the freaking project. But yeah, just to see like who was going to end up being a potential enemy to the state. So yeah, I guess, and with the Beatles always singing about their like, peace everybody, it's okay, we don't have to do shit. I guess the FBI would be worried that they would try and rally up the quote-unquote youth/supporters of America to do anything adverse against the government. I'm saying fuck China from an American perspective, or I'm saying fuck China in that I don't agree with what the Chinese government is doing. I don't agree with what I don't agree with the communist government of China. I do not believe in Winnie the Pooh. Is that? Oh yeah, they've targeted a bunch of black people as political terrorists. Oh yeah, I mean, look what they did to Martin Luther King. He was seen as a potential political terrorist, or a terrorist in general. But no, he ended up being, I mean, hey everybody, let's not pick on each other just because we're a different color. Like, it's that hard of a concept, just be nice to other people, but it's fucking... Whoops, 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 whoops. I'm saying fuck China in the fuck China perspective. Whatever box that ticks. Alright. Bomb. Its parades as a communist due to nationalism. Oh, the government of China isn't actually communist, it's how capitalist. must they have a class system for class 6? Well, I wasn't aware of that. Everything that I have been taught just led me to believe that they were just... Closest we have to a true communist state is Cuba, which keeps getting dicked on by America. We lifted the... well, I don't know enough about Cuban politics to have one way or another on that. Then I know that it's impossible to get cigars. That's it. Everything that I've been taught, for as flawed as it is that you cannot trust the Chinese government, and as a result, fuck China. In that you don't mean that against the Chinese people, but just say that against the government. But also, I've never been a fan of big government in the first place, so fuck governments in general. I'm gonna get hit, and this is gonna hurt. Whoa, 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 get the hell away from me, Tectite. We didn't lift the embargo at all. See, and that's why I stopped myself from finishing my statement, because somehow I knew that was going to be the case. Like the UN voted for many years, and they voted to end the embargo, and America just said no. Yeah, again, I believe it. Most of what we learn about China is pure propaganda. I believe that as well. No one is immune to propaganda. Can I say that everything I learned in school was correct? No, but I can say that everything I learned in school is what I was supposed to learn. Nerve-wracking as we try not to fall into the pit of despair down there. In some schools they teach that Cuba forces abortions. They don't, but they do have widely accessible abortion services and contraceptives. Oh, well, good for Cuba. I've never been taught that they force abortions, but that is highly believable that they would be advertised to be such monsters. Easy to tell a lie about somebody. Harder to push the truth. I would love to visit Cuba one day. I don't know why, but the thought of a... But then I'm seeing it through tourism eyes rather than through realism eyes. It's so hard to be politically correct. Cuba has a really good healthcare system, so of course there's a lot to smear campaigns in America because it's free healthcare. Yeah, we like our capitalist... Well, we're told that we're supposed to like our capitalist healthcare system. And again, everything I know about that whole thing is all propaganda as well, so what do I know? The issue with Cuba's healthcare system is supply, which is caused by the American embargo, so it would be, quote-unquote, a perfect system if we allowed them to supply us, because they've got it all tinkered out. Society is large enough to function, small enough to not get out of hand, and it's being stop-blocked by the big Americans. Yeah, sounds about right for us. Also, it's legal for us to visit Cuba due to the embargo, but America knows that, and Cubans take it because they need the money. So then the embargo and everything about it is more formality than actual, shall I say, restriction in law. Cuba developed a COVID vaccine with zero help from the outside world due to America's embargo. Hey, right on Cuban scientists that make that happen, though. That's impressive. Also, welcome to us fighting Shadow Link. This is going to be the worst 10 minutes of my life. right there. He doesn't activate till Z target him. Activated. The embargo is heavily restrictive on Cuba. Well, I'm sure, because it's not like we embargo anybody. It's got to be beyond frustrating to think like how much we're limiting the country. From what it could potentially be, all because of our embargo. Yeah. Do we have our rights to do it? I'm sure people would argue that they would, but doesn't that make us the bad guys? All the national security, of course, that's right. Man, this guy's an engine. It isn't just that tourism isn't really affected because good old America wanting their cake and some else's. The embargo is a complete violation of human rights and their laws. Of that I'm sure. Of that I'm very sure. Because we're not just stopping all their GameCubes from coming in. This is things that they need to live, food, and medical supplies. That's all for the sake of anti-communist propaganda. Capitalist profiteering. Yes, we know that we become an oligarchy based off of the success of business, like run off of the human ideals. Because if it was off human ideals, we would let them do whatever the hell they want. Hey, that system worked good for them. Who cares? But no, because we have to prove that we're the better people. You make me feel bad for not letting Amazon take over. I don't want to take a cheap shot at Amazon there. I'm not going to make this. I'm so tired. If I lose, I know I'm going to turn the game off, and I don't want to do that. What do I have? Bow and arrow. My eyelids are falling as I'm trying to do this, dude. America was founded as an illegal business. Like the whole dumping of the tea by the founding fathers is complete bullshit because, like, firstly, the founding fathers paid people to dress the Native Americans to dump the tea, so if they got in trouble, they would just blame the Native Americans. Secondly, the founding fathers did that only because the UK at the time wanted to combat the black tea market. They did this by lowering the taxes on tea, reducing the overall price of legal tea. The founding fathers were heavily invested into the black market of tea, so legal tea being cheaper ended up hurting their profits. So, as such, then they went on a whole claim about freedom and stuff like that. I'm sure that there's probably some truth to that. I won't say it's the whole truth, as there's always more than one side to every coin, but there definitely does sound to be a lot of truth to that. I mean, every reason is multifaceted. That definitely sounds like, yeah, that could have been a major driving force behind it for sure. I guess. I guess you would never really know what's going on until you're in the thick of it and you look behind and see the steps that brought us to where we are. And speaking of seeing the steps that brought us to where we are, it brings us to here. At the end of the stream. We got a good 2.5 hours in, but man, am I exhausted. The thing about American schools is that they don't teach the whole history, nor what is necessarily the truth. Oh, that's 100% accurate. 100% accurate. They're only teaching us what they're supposed to be teaching us by the state-approved curriculum. That's why it's so difficult for any changes to be made. But also, I mean, with how busy everyone is these days, that sort of thing of what gets taught in schools gets overlooked frequently because no one has the time to stop and look over what they're teaching your kids. Not only that, but then you get into the whole and people actively work to oppress things such as America did some fucked up racist shit. Yeah. I mean, that's also taken in truth because America has done a lot of fucked up racist shit. People don't know about the Japanese American citizens in internment camps. I feel like that one's becoming a bit more common knowledge in later years, but you definitely are right that not too many people know about those that should, because that was pretty big of an American move for us to do. Too big of a fuck up to not be held accountable for it. But in any case, Kami, I'm gonna be heading to bed here. Thanks for enjoying the stream, and I hope you have a great night, dude. Oh my god. Alright, to everyone out there who watched the stream, night night, turn off your clocks, go to sleep.